Talk 35. An educated visitor asked Bhagwan about Dvait and Advait. Maharishi, identification with the body is Dvait, non identification is Advait. Talk 36. An aristocratic and distinguished lady visitor from the north, accompanied by her private secretary, arrived at noon, waited a few minutes, and asked Maharishi soon after he returned to the hall after lunch. Devotee, Maharaji, can we see the dead? Maharishi, yes. Devotee, can the yogis show them to us? Maharishi, yes, they may. But do not ask me to show them to you, for I cannot. Devotee, do you see them? Maharishi, yes, in dreams. Devotee, can we realize the goal through yoga? Maharishi, yes. Devotee, have you written on yoga? Are there books on the subject by you? Maharishi, yes. After she left, the master observed, did we know our relative before their birth that we should know them after their death? Talk 37. What is karma? Asked someone. Maharishi, that which has already begun to bear fruit is classified as prarabdha karma, past action. That which is in store and will later bear fruit is classified as sanchit karma, accumulated action. This is multifarious, like the grain obtained by villagers as barter for grains. Such bartered grain consists of rice, ragi, barley, etc., some floating on, others sinking in water. Some of it may be good, bad, or indifferent. When the most potent of the multifarious accumulated karma begins to bear fruit in the next birth, it is called the prarabdha of that birth. Talk 38. When one of the present attendants came the first time to Bhagwan, he asked, what is the way for liberation? Maharishi replied, the way already taken leads to liberation. 22nd September 1936. Talk 39. Conversing with R. Sahasagiri Rao, a visitor, Maharishi remarked that a self-realized sage, Atmagyani, alone can be a good karma yogi. After the sense of doership has gone, let us see what happens. Sri Shankara advised inaction, but did he not write commentaries and take part in disputation? Do not trouble about doing action or otherwise. Know yourself. Then let us see whose action it is. Whose is it? Let action complete itself. So long as there is the doer, he must reap the fruits of his action. If he does not think himself the doer, there is no action for him. He is an ascetic who has renounced worldly life, sannyasin. Devotee, how did the ego arise? Maharishi, it is not necessary to know it. Know the present. Not knowing that, why do you worry about other times? Maharishi said in reply to a question, is the world within you or without you? Does it exist apart from you? Does the world come and tell you, I exist? Talk 40. The Brahmin questioner resumed, how do we know that action is ours or not? Maharishi, if the fruits of action do not affect the person, he is free from action. Devotee, is intellectual knowledge enough? Maharishi, unless intellectually known how to practice it, learn it intellectually first, then do not stop with that. Practice it. Maharishi then made certain remarks. When you adhere to one philosophical system, Siddhanta, you are obliged to condemn the others. That is the case with the heads of monasteries. All people cannot be expected to do the same kind of action. Each one acts according to his temperament and past lives. Wisdom, devotion, action, jnana, bhakti, karma are all interlocked. Meditation on forms is according to one's own mind. It is meant for ridding oneself of other forms and confining oneself to one form. It leads to the goal. It is impossible to fix the mind in the heart to start with, so these aids are necessary. Krishna says that there is no birth, Janma to you, me, etc., and later says he was born before Aditya, etc. Arjuna disputes it. Therefore, it is certain that each one thinks of God according to his own degree of advancement. You say you are the body in wakeful state, not the body in sleep. Bodies being several fold for an individual, should not there be infinite capacities for God? Whichever method one follows, that method is encouraged by the sages, for it leads to the goal like any other method.